Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Lizette Galvez, and welcome to our session 2. Our topic is We Make Trusted Connection Work. Okay, before that, let me thank Tips Gigs for lending us their platform to do live with you guys. And we are very excited that since today is a cybersecurity month, we will be touching a little bit of cybersecurity on our topics. But of course, Bobot, which is my usual mainstay, will be discussing not just cybersecurity, but the entire connectivity and Eaton. So before that, please don't forget to hashtag switch on to Eaton, hashtag Eaton Philippines, and meron kami bago. Please hashtag your company name for all the resellers or new end users na gusto magpakilala. This is of course, and please share this to others so that you'll be eligible for our prizes, for our question and answers prizes, and for our raffle draws. Okay, what else? Just to remind you before I proceed, there will be 4 more sessions after this. Intelligent power management for SMB. We also have power quality solutions for mission criticals, and we have innovative Eaton UPS technologies and softwares. And then the final would be the main tagline of Eaton, which we are anchoring, is We Make What Matters Work. Okay, let us do a recap of what we discussed last week. Let me share my screen. Okay, so last week, Bobot and I discussed that Eaton is a power management company, of course, providing us technologies to have a reliable, efficient, and safe world, not just for us, but of course for our future generations, right? We are big in different industries. We belong to electrical, and we also have hydraulics, we have aerospace, and we are also in vehicles. And as Bobot discussed about where and how is Eaton doing in different segments of the Eaton existence, is that we have healthcare, we have banking and finance, we have manufacturing, we have telco. We are also present in commercial, meaning retail like the big hypermarket or supermarkets or shops, and of course within our homes for our homeschooling, for our work from homes, online businesses. So we are all present there. And because of course this all touches about connectivity, connections. If you can look at the tagline below, We Make a Brighter Future, this all boils down to having a brighter future ahead of us. And because of that, let me call on Bobot so that he can share with us more on the overview of how is Eaton and what is Eaton doing and planning for the future in terms of our connectivities. But let me stop my sharing. Okay.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, our partners, customers, direct partners, okay, end users, and internet. Okay, so we're here again for a second session of our tech series. So this afternoon, we'll be sharing with you We Make Trusted Connections Work. Is it right, Lizette?
Nakamute ako, right?
Yeah, okay. Okay, so let me share first my screen. Okay. Okay, so I hope you can see my screen right now. Okay,
Yes, Bob, we
so
can see it.
yeah, so last week we discussed that because of this pandemic, we became more connected, or we embraced our connected world, our digital world. Okay. So I've also mentioned that our digital connected world depends on electrical power. So with the increase in the computing power and data being transmitted in our highly digital and connected world, it also requires or demands a lot of power for continuous operation. Okay. So customer wants to be assured that their electrical power systems are constructed with trusted products. We don't want an outage to happen on our customers because a few seconds of downtime, for example, in a data center, okay, will cost millions of dollars. Not counting the if there will be a failure on their servers, on their other equipments. Okay, so we don't want to go back to the Stone Age. Okay. With the emergence of new technologies, especially on this digital and connected world, like now we have online learning for our kids. We conduct online meetings for our work or with our customers. We also have now smart homes. We have smart ovens. We have smart cameras at home. We also have IoTs for companies, for manufacturing. And we also have artificial intelligence and AR. So this digital intelligence, which is fully integrated into the machines, in the buildings, in our homes, in the vehicles, shapes the computing infrastructure, and it drives the need for a faster and larger capacity of networks, whether it is wired network or wireless network. And it also increase the capacity or the demand for our power systems or power grid. So IoT connectivity in manufacturing, healthcare, imaging equipments, and other operational technology equipments like UPS, generator, air conditioning. Okay, it exists in more places than ever now. It offers great opportunity for businesses to generate, collect, and process data needed for them to be informed for better decision and help assure uptime and increase revenue. But this data, according to IDC, okay, in 2025, there will be around almost 42 billion connected IoT devices. And out of these 42 billion devices, almost 80 zettabytes. Okay, so we're not talking about megabytes. 80 zettabytes of data will be generated. And this data, maybe a small amount of data being transmitted by a machine, for example, a UPS, okay, to show its status, to show its health, to, for example, to a facility group in a company, or this can be a large amount of data coming from video surveillances with AI to analyze crowds. For example, in the airport, or maybe the government, we don't know if they have this capability, okay, to monitor people coming or coming from other countries, and then analyze who are these people. Okay, so with the rise in digital connectivity and data transmission, there's also a level of added risk. we all know that cyber criminals never sleeps. So they take time. They're very patient. Okay. They seize every opportunity to work their way into our homes, into our digital home, for example, and into businesses. Okay. So a security breach can cause downtime aside from data loss. So a good example of downtime in security breach is, for example, if a power plant was hacked. Okay, so the cyber criminals can shut down operational technology equipment, like, for example, cooling system for the power plant generator. Okay, or they can shut down the IT system of the company. Okay, and data loss can occur as well. This is for businesses, and we can also experience this in our homes if we're hacked. For example, our computer was hacked through for example, a ransomware. So if you have important data or information stored in your computer, you cannot access it anymore because of the ransomware. Okay. So it can provide a very serious impact, okay, to our customers. Okay, so trust and loyalty of the customer will be lost. Okay, and then company bottom line will be affected as well. Okay. So according to a survey globally, the average cost of a single data breach is around $3.92 million, and the average cost of lost business for organization because of loss of customer trust and loyalty, or the customer transfer to another provider, is around $1.42 million. Okay. The average life cycle of a data breach in total will be 279 days. Okay, so it takes longer for the data breach to be identified, and much shorter for a data breach to be contained. Okay. And nearly uh, out, well, malicious breaches are the most common still and the costliest. But human error contributes almost half of the causes of data breach. That's nearly 49 or almost 50% in total, the contribution of human error. So cybersecurity doesn't happen by accident. We all know that. With continuously evolving systems and complexities, threat scenarios, as I've mentioned, cyber criminals doesn't sleep. And the technology is a never-ending journey for us. A cyber defense mechanism may be effective today and may not be effective tomorrow, because the ways and means of cyber attacks constantly changes. So at Eaton, we're dedicated to staying ahead of the curve when it comes to cyber security. Liz?
Okay, you're right, Bot. I think from your presentation, indeed, as opportunities grow, risk also increases, and I think that is equally, or both of them are equally important subject to address. So
Yes. Right.
so balikan lang natin. Let's go back to the IoT. As you said, IoT describes the networks of physical things, no, and then they exchange data and different option in different devices virtually, but and it's limitless, right? And as you
Yes.
said, cybersecurity is really very crucial in this stage, as you want to grow your businesses, or as you want to protect your own data. Money, of course, money is the bottom line of all this, right? Let us clear, when we talk about security, there can be, say, physical securities,
Physical.
right?
Yes.
Like mga lock,
Yes.
fences, police. These are deterrents, right? That that protects something or someone. And as you
Correct.
said, cybersecurity also is some kind of a lock as well, but it locks or protects virtually, right? So, but in your next in our discussion, let's see how do you say that Eaton plays a lead role in the cybersecurity?
Okay. As I mentioned, no, before the my last slide. Okay, so Eaton is taking a lead in cyber security. Okay, so one of Eaton's initiative, okay, in taking a lead in cyber security is we partnered with uh, international standard organizations like UL,
Mhm.
IEC, and some other standard organization in the US. Okay, so cybersecurity in our increasingly connected world will require, industry and standards and organization to identify a global criteria. So we need to have a criteria for assessing products. Okay, so for example, like our electrical products, no? If it is connected in a network, in a computer network, or in a operational technology network, okay. So in a network system, there will always be a weakest link. Okay, so for Eaton, uh, we help, okay, to cyber secure, or we help create a more cyber secure future through global standardization. We partner, as I've mentioned, with UL, IEC, and other industry partners now to drive development of global cybersecurity conformance assessment for power management products, which we offer to our customers, our products and solution for the electrical systems. Okay, so Eaton as a company and taking a lead in cybersecurity. Okay, so we have so many first. Okay, when it comes to cybersecurity. Okay, Eaton Cybersecurity Lab is the first lab approved to participate in UL's data acceptance program for cybersecurity. So that's our first. Okay, actually we have two laboratories now. Okay, so we have one in the US and we have one in India. And Eaton is also collaborating with different universities in the US, okay, to further extend to the students, or teach students about cybersecurity, the importance of cybersecurity. Okay, so this security lab of cybersecurity lab of Eaton, it provides a capability to test Eaton products. Okay, so our Eaton electrical products with intelligence or embedded logic to key aspects to comply with UL 2900 standards. Okay, so we have a team in the US and in India of cybersecurity experts, no, under our Cybersecurity Center of Excellence. Okay, so yun yung tawag dun sa lugar, no, where our cybersecurity team is resided. So together with our product design teams, okay, we're using what we call our secure by design philosophy to assure that Eaton products meet rigorous cybersecurity standards across the entire product development life cycle, from the inception of the product to the deployment and to the maintenance strategies of our products.
Okay, so I think before we share with them what products do we have for to help on cybersecurity, let us just quickly breeze through what cybersecurity, why is cybersecurity set. Of course, there are a lot of things that we need cybersecurity. Number one, of course,
Yes.
availability, right? But availability for the services. As we were
Yes.
discussing use a while ago, we were saying that if, for example, the availability of a bank online services, if there's a hacker, of course there will be delays. They would want to stop the the banking online.
Yes.
That's another threat to a virtually. That's
Yes.
another
Yeah.
threat virtually.
Correct.
There's also say secrecy or security of secrecy, like for your credit card information,
Information.
right?
Yeah.
We also have integrity of, say for example, in a bank or in a software company, the integrity of a certain working software, which is paid, of course, by a lot of users. Of course, if somebody hacks in there, not an authorized person, that can also be a threat to a cybersecurity, right?
Yes.
So my
Yeah. Correct.
question, my question now, Bot, is, as you're flashing it on the screen now, where is Eaton there? Because usually they thought that Eaton have a very big cybersecurity product for them, but where in fact we are also just a part of all the cybersecurity product for all the devices that needs to be secured out there, right? So
Yes.
Bot, please explain to our
Okay.
audience.
So, as I mentioned, Eaton has many first in the industry when it comes to pioneering cybersecurity, especially in power management. Okay. So, aside from collaborating with different organization when it comes to standards like ULIEC and other organization in the US related to cybersecurity. Okay, so another first of Eaton is we're the first company in the industry to achieve full dual certification for rigorous IEC 62443 and UL 2900 product certifications. Okay, so our gigabit network card is the first UPS connectivity device to achieve compliance with UL 2900 and IEC 62443 uh, standards. And actually, they have certification as well. So our gigabit network card has both certification from UL and IEC. Okay. So another product from Eaton is our industrial gateway card. Okay, so the gigabit network card is used by our UPS system so that we can connect our UPS in an IT network. Okay, so customers can remotely monitor and manage our UPS systems. Okay, so when it comes to the industrial gateway card, okay, so this card is actually a two-in-one card. It can be used to connect a UPS in an IT network, and it can also be used to connect a UPS in a building management system application. Okay, so if, for example, or typically in a customer setup, IT people wants to have their own monitoring system, and then engineering people or facilities people wants to have their own monitoring systems as well for critical systems like UPS, cooling system. Okay, so they can use this product, our industrial gateway card, so that they can monitor our UPS using building management system and IT network as well in a secured manner. Okay, so why do we update our previously network card to a more secure card? No? So it's because of the cybersecurity. We don't want our UPS to be a backdoor, okay, for cyber criminals, okay, to enter a network system of a customer. Okay, so we want it to be secure because, well, what will the hackers do with the data inside the UPS? Well, do they want the output voltage of the UPS, or do they want the input voltage coming from Meralco? No,
Correct.
but cyber criminals will use the weakest link. For example, if you have a computer system connected to the internet, so maybe that's one of the weakest link in a network. Okay, so they will use the weakest link to penetrate a computer network. Okay, and then for a period of time, maybe a month or up to 6 months, they can lurk inside the network. Okay, study how the network behaves. Okay, but with our cyber secured connectivity devices like our gigabit network card and industrial gateway card, we assure our customers that we constantly updating and securing uh, their UPS system from cyber criminals. Okay, so we still have other products in our electrical business for Eaton, not for UPS alone. So we also have the Eaton's SMPIO 2230. Okay, so this is the first utility substation automation technology certified under UL 2900 standards for cybersecurity. So I think they use this for substation automation. Okay, so remotely a power utility provider can manage and control their substation located in different parts of, for example, a province. Okay, so this is another first from Eaton. Okay, so the Eaton SMPIO 2230, and then we also have our Power Expert dashboard. Okay, so this is the first power management product certified under the UL 2900 cybersecurity standard. So this Power Expert dashboard is used to monitor switch gears, okay, remotely and manage switch gear remotely. So these are the first, our gigabit network card, our industrial gateway card, the SMPIO, and the Eaton Power Expert dashboard. Okay, so a connected world needs trusted environment. Okay, so we're driven to provide our customer products with the most advanced technologies available to keep them secure. And because of that, what really matters is we want to make sure that our solution is safe and will work, and the customer will benefit from it. Okay, so Eaton, we make trusted connections work for better security for a more connected world.
Okay, thanks, Bot, for that. So just to clear, the two cards are coming from Power Quality, which belongs to our group. And
Yes,
then, am I
correct.
right? The SMP
Correct.
102230 and the Power Expert dashboard belongs to our colleagues, which of course you can still course through us if you need
Yes,
to know more about it. But of course, as we know, there will always be go-to market of each division and product. So we'll help
correct.
you, yeah, be connected to them as well
Yes, yeah,
on that side. But I think for SMP, it's actually going through a utility substation, so it will only pass through a direct provider, right? I
yes, yeah,
think. Yeah.
correct. And
Okay.
in the future, I think we're still working on some more products to be certified or compliant with the cybersecurity. Okay, so as we go along, if we have updates, okay, so we will send updates to our partners and customers on what new products are being considered or certified when it comes to cybersecurity.
Okay. But can you please stop sharing para lumaki tayo?
Okay. Yeah.
Sabi. Okay, so just to recap, no, for all the cybersecurity issues, of course, just going back quickly on the cybersecurity lab, 'di ba? All those designs are parang there's a modeling threat. Eh. They are modeling which threat to address, right? Parang
Yes. Correct. Yeah.
who really are the enemies. So, for example, if it's availability, they wouldn't target on the secrecy. That's why in your presentation, if I'm not mistaken, the security lab is doing it by design, by default, and by deployment. Meaning they're really checking on
Yes.
it on what to do because the system is secure. Depending, I mean, the system security is very heavily dependent on what to fight and who to fight, right?
Yes.
So I
Yeah.
think
Correct.
yan yung pinaka-essence ng cybersecurity. Just for those people who are really confused on what cybersecurity means, it's in a simple or in a layman's term is just you or any company or any brand product data that you want to secure. There's always a need for it to be embedded heavily, so as for
Yes,
it to
correct.
be securely
Right.
securely
Yeah.
safe, tama ba ako? To be safe, right?
Yes, yeah, correct. So we want to tell our customer that we are not a software company
Right.
who
Right timing.
produce software for cybersecurity. But since we deploy solutions for electrical or power management system, okay, we want to make sure that our products, which are usually connected over different networks, okay, maybe IT or OT networks, okay, so we want it to be more secured, okay, so that our customer will be protected from unintended downtime or hack or loss of data. Okay.
Yes. And as I was saying a while ago, when I said data, when I said personal things, it includes your smart TVs, your health monitors, for example. What else? Trackers or biometric attendance, entry to the
Yes.
door, right? Or
Yeah.
smartphones,
Yes.
smartphones
Smartphones.
as an example.
Your
And
contacts,
yes,
your
contacts,
passwords. Okay.
everything that concerns protection, and
Yes.
that's
Right.
very
Correct.
important. Okay, so now since we've been discussing, there's a lot of comments already from our chat box, at maraming hashtag switch to Eaton, switch on to Eaton, hashtag Eaton Philippines, hashtag their company names. Hi to our valued resellers and corporate resellers, as I can see some end users, and of course our ever reliable distributors and direct partners tier one. Welcome, and even if this is the end of our short discussion, we would be happy to answer some of your questions about not just about cybersecurity, but also on connectivity when it comes to Eaton and networking. Do you have any? Okay, wait. Do you have questions already?
I think we have questions. Yeah, so maybe our colleagues, Ronnie and Gary, can help us also answer because I think.
Okay, here's a question from Sir Anthony. Hi, Sir Bobot. Can you define how it works on how it secure the network? Does it work only in a specific buffer overflow, for example?
Okay. So our gigabit, okay, for example, our gigabit network card is by default already secured. Okay, so it in terms, for example, on email. Okay, so by default everything is secured. When you log into the card for the first time, the card will require you to change your password. Okay, and at the same time you have an option now for our gigabit network card to put complexity on your password. Okay, so maybe we can share to them later. No, we will get the names and we will send them emails, maybe some reading materials regarding our gigabit network card and the cell gateway card, for
Yes.
them to fully understand the security function of this card. But maybe on our what next presentation, I think we will discuss maybe on detail the features of this card and some specifications as well of this
Session 3 ba?
card.
On a session 3?
Yes, under DPQ, I think.
Yeah. Okay, what else? Shout out to Yorme, Bobot Morales.
Okay.
Dami mong fans, grabe. Hindi ko masyadong makita na. Any other questions?
Meron ako nakita, no, kaya lang mabilis kasi no, umaandar tong chat. Oo.
Umaandar.
Cellphone kasi yung gamit
Help from
ko.
our back end and from our team. Please help us to read the questions.
May
Okay.
nakita ko kanina from Mark yan, pero hindi ko na makita uli eh.
So let's while you're checking for questions, ako may tanong sa iyo, Bot. So
Okay.
with all this as you said, diba, Eaton is one of the pioneers or one of the very first who looked into cybersecurity as a main as an important part of our network, right? So
Correct. Yeah.
why do you think Eaton saw it as that? Why at an early stage had the people or Eaton discover that there's of course there's an increasing or incremental data and security needed in the future because of all the businesses and opportunities that's attached to it. But why and how did they know that it would be that big like this?
Okay. I think because our products, so we're going into more in terms of connectivity, we want our products to be connected, and our customer demands for maybe remote management of our products, remote monitoring of our products, and well, cyber crime has been there for the last 30 years, I guess. So the first cybercrime was initiated 30 years ago. So there's always a way for cyber criminals to access a network and maybe steal information from a network, and worse, shut down a facility. No? So I think it happened in
That's true.
somewhere in Russia in 2016, wherein a group of hackers was already in the network of a power plant for 6 months already. So they know already the weak points of the network, and then they initiated a shutdown of the power plant. So we don't want that to happen. Okay, so a shutdown of a power plant will not only affect homes, but it will also affect businesses. Okay,
Right.
so
Right.
we don't want that to happen. And worse is how much more if cyber criminals manage to access a healthcare facility. Okay, so they can do anything, physically shut down equipments or steal medical records from the healthcare facility. So with Eaton, since our products are now being monitored remotely or connected in a network to be managed remotely, so we partnered with different organizations worldwide, or standard organization, to pioneer the development of standards when it comes to cybersecurity in equipments like ours. Okay.
Okay, now I saw the question. This is from Markian. Tapos nawala ko siya. If we use
Ayan.
SFP switch, UPS can be virtualized. Can UPS be virtualized also? First, this is for server virtualization.
Okay. So I
Mahirap
guess
yung tanong.
yung SFP switch, I guess ito yung parang fiber optic connectivity on a switch, no, kung di ako nagkakamali. So UPS can be virtualized also. Okay, in a virtualized environment, okay, we Eaton partnered with companies like VMware, Citrix, okay, so that our power management software can be embedded and integrated in their system. Okay, so the UPS actually, I'm not sure, no, but I don't think we can virtualize the UPS, but our power management software can help companies manage their virtual environment when, for example, when if there is a power disturbance. For example, you have a UPS, okay, uh, supplying power for a number of virtualized servers. Okay, so with our power management software, customers can adapt a what we call a policy or create a policy wherein, for example, if a power outage occurs and after 5 minutes the generator or utility power is still out, okay, so they can set a policy to, for example, shut down non-critical virtual machines. Okay, so when we do that, we lower down the load of the UPS, so we extend the backup time of our UPS. Or worst comes to worst, we already or the remaining backup time of our UPS is only, for example, 10 minutes. Okay, so customer can set policy using our software management software to, for example, transfer the operation of their servers to another virtual site if they have. Okay, so I think for VMware, they call it somewhat site manager, and I forgot that term. Okay, so we can do that. Okay, together with those virtual software provider. Okay, so I think that in that we can help those in our future discussion. We will tackle also on the power management software that we have and how can customer benefit from it. No? So I hope I answered your question.
Okay, there's another question from Dominic Tan Francisco, but I think we can answer it on the next. Just give a brief, ano siguro. We can answer it on the next session. What is the advantage and disadvantage of using a network card?
Ah, next session na lang?
Eh, yes, siguro.
Okay, sige.
It will be in depth, sir. Sir Dominic, it will be in depth by next session. So see you again by next session. We'll be sharing with you the not the detailed specs, but the specs of different. I mean the on how do we maximize the use of a network card
Okay.
in an environment. Next would be from Sir Erickson Hilario. In a heavy manufacturing company, let's say in a cement company, can this hardware last this king of hazard?
Ano kayang hardware?
Um,
UPS kaya yung tinatanong niya? Okay. So for heavy manufacturing company or somewhat in a light or the mid industrial type of business, we do have a UPS suitable for that. Okay, so we have what we call industrial UPSs, no, ranging from 10 up to 200 kVA na capacity, when we can install it and use it on those type of environment. So the difference from the usual UPS that we encounter is first, we increase the IP rating enclosure of the UPS, so up to IP 54, 52, 54. So that's the highest we can achieve for our industrial UPS. Okay, so and then we also applied some conformal coating on the PCBs. Okay, so for it to be able to tolerate yung mga hazards no coming from or dust from a cement factory. Okay, so for that kind of application environment, so we have a specific product that we can use. Nakamute ka ata, Lizette?
Ang dami ko nang sinabi.
Yan.
Ano ba sinasabi? I forgot what. Okay, any more questions? Okay, if there's no more, did you prepare the 2 questions? For our questions, we'll be giving away a smart helmet and a ring light. So there will be 2 questions given. Wala nang questions, no? There will be 2 questions given. So, nawala ba audio natin?
Hindi naman ata, no?
To our audience,
Meron.
thumbs up naman if you can hear us.
May audio.
May audio.
Minimize ko lang yung volume ng Facebook Live. Kasi
Okay.
mag-aano doon sa mic.
So okay, for you to be chosen to answer, please do hashtag switch on to Eaton, hashtag Eaton Philippines, and hashtag your company. Of course, your name is reflecting from there already. And hashtag your answer.
Yes.
But ikaw magtatanong.
Okay. So first question.
For question number 1.
Paano sila mananalo? Unahan ba to? Hindi.
Sasagot.
Kaya nga. Okay. So pag di kayo sumagot, di kayo mananalo.
No, so they have to share the link. Of course, don't forget, you have to share the link. Number 2 is hashtag switch. You have to put hashtag switch to Eaton, hashtag Eaton Philippines, hashtag your company name, and hashtag your answer. And the first one, our back end will see it. The first one to answer it will be the winner. Ay, wait lang. Hi po.
Okay.
Sir Louie, hi po. Pwede
Louie
po ma-enlighten niyo po kami sa cybersecurity sa Eaton UPS. Paano po ang process?
Okay. Actually, yung cybersecurity feature is embedded already on our gigabit network card, okay, and our industrial gateway card. So wala nang process actually, no? So it's same procedure on how do you install, configure the card, but by default yung mga secured feature is embedded already, no? Sabi ko nga kanina, when you first configure the card, it will request you or require you to change your password. Unlike before that, it will not require you to change your password, and then you can set complexity of your password. For example, how many special characters are you going to use? How many all caps and small letters are you going to use? No? So parang the usual, how do we set our password in our phones, in our computers? No? So embedded na siya dun sa card, no, yung cybersecurity. So wala nang maybe yung mga IT people would know, no, especially sa mga configurations sa email, no, but by default yung SMTP email configuration is secured na rin. Okay. So
before the question, one last question, no, just to make it really sure. Are our UPS cybersecurity ready? Is it if yes, how and why, and if not, what's the usual standard of being or having or availability of using a cybersecurity devices?
Okay. As long as you use our if you do not connect the UPS over a network, so you don't have to worry because it's not connected either in a computer network or in a IT network or operational technology network. But once you decided or customer decided to remotely manage our UPS, they want to be alerted on the status of the UPS, especially nowadays that most of the companies are working from home. Okay, so that's the time that you need to use our gigabit network card. Okay, so as I mentioned, by default, it complies with UL and IEC cybersecurity standard. So that's a must, no? If you want to manage your UPS remotely and want it to be cyber secured as well, so you need to use our gigabit network card, not our old network MS card. Okay, so take note: gigabit network card or industrial gateway card.
Okay, so let's proceed. Bot, please
Okay.
ask the first question.
Okay. Name the two international standard organization that Eaton collaborated with when it comes to cyber security. So, two lang yung minention ko, but actually there's still more. Hindi ko na na-mention doon sa presentation ko. So, who are the two global standardization
Body?
bodies, yeah, that Eaton collaborated with when it comes to cyber security for power management products?
Let's see. I cannot see it from... Bot, kailangan mo i-feed ang back end.
Yung alin?
Your answer.
Okay. So,
Wait lang.
okay. May ibang sumagot, standards yung sinagot nila. So ang tanong is, anong global standardization body? Okay? O sinong global standardization body nakipag-collaborate si Eaton when it comes to global cybersecurity conformance and assessment ng mga power management products?
Guys, we saw all correct answers from our distributors and tier 1, but we're giving some advantage to our resellers and end users and specifiers for now. Wait, okay. I think we found the correct winner. The winner.
Unahan ba yan?
Tamang winner, but yun nga, I just said na all of the answers of our partners and tier 1s are, and tier 1s are correct. Kaya lang we're giving way to the end users and the resellers. Okay. Ang daming binigay sa akin na sagot. But while I'm choosing the winner, please give them your next question.
Okay. So, name at least two products from Eaton that are compliant with UL 2900 cybersecurity standards. So at least two products that I've mentioned.
Okay, while they're answering, let's announce the winner. Bot, paki-message ang sagot.
Sinend na ba?
Okay, while the answer for the first question. What's the answer for the first question?
UL and IEC.
Correct, UL and IEC. Okay. And for bot, i-message mo sa kanila yung second answer sa question. One winner lang for the first question. So the winner is Miss, nag-share siya. So She has a share badge. Miss Christine Loreto. So hashtag switch on to Eaton, hashtag Eaton Philippines, hashtag Scope Tech. Answer is hashtag UL and hashtag IEC. Congratulations, you won yourself a smart helmet. Okay, for the next question. Paulit, sorry.
Okay, name at least 2 products from Eaton that compliant with UL 2900 cybersecurity standard.
Bot, i-message mo si, ayan.
Yes,
Okay.
I sent ko.
Are we done? May nakuha na ba? Hindi. Paano natin malalaman? Sinisend mo pala.
Yan, nasend ko na.
Okay, tips for the winners. Our Tips Geeks team will be reaching out to you regarding the shipping. Same for the session 1. We will also be for all the partners, the distributors and the disties and user and reseller specifiers. We will please reach out with Tips Geeks, as they will be sending you or they will be coordinating with you on how you will claim your prizes. So are we done? We're good, guys? Okay, Bot, can you please ask the question again and let's answer?
Okay, name at least 2 products from Eaton that is compliant or are compliant with UL 2900 cybersecurity standards.
May nakita na ako pero hindi ko mabalikan yung live chat. So, the answers are, wait lang.
Okay.
Wala pang nananalo pala. Hindi nila mahanap kung sino ang may tama. Any 2, right? Any 2.
Yes, any 2.
So thank you, Tips Geeks, for hosting us in your platform while we're waiting for you to give us the answer.
Yeah, mahirap pala mag-live.
Yes, it's hard to do live kasi everything is live. Talagang
Yes.
now. Meron sanang tamang answer but they forgot to do the hashtags. Please put hashtags on your answers, guys. But let's... Okay. And then we have a winner. Yung mga friends namin, wag na mag-attempt. Hindi mananalo. Okay, si Sir Anthony asking what happened to our prize the last time. Tips Geeks, pwedeng paki-contact si Sir Anthony. Sir, we'll have it delivered. If we can do it by tomorrow, we'll have it
Taga-saan ba si
delivered.
Sir Anthony?
Sir, pa-chat lang po. Okay. So the winner for answer muna, Bot. So what's the answer? We're stopping the answers already. What's the answer for
The products?
yes?
Okay, so Eaton Gigabit Network card. So it is compliant with UL 2900. The Industrial Gateway card from Eaton as well. And then our SMP IO 2230. Okay, so it's a utility substation automation product. It's certified under UL 2900 as well. And last is our Power Expert dashboard. Okay, the first power management product certified under UL 2900. So kung any of those or two, just na-mention ko na 4, okay? So tama kayo, pero don't forget to do those hashtag. No? Hindi ko lang kung ano yung dapat yung i-hashtag.
Yes, should be a sharer and then hashtags switch on to Eaton Eaton Philippines and then your company name. Sir Anthony, our team reached out. Oh, kaya naman pala, ang layo pala ni... Hi sa mga Davaoenyo po.
Taga Davao.
Binabawi ko na tomorrow.
Baka hindi pa makalabas ng Manila.
Okay, so we have a winner. Kasi yung iba may mga walang hashtag. At lahat ng answers nila ay correct. Sayang yung first. So, the winner is... Okay, ayan. In-screenshot na sa akin. Huh? Bot, ikaw muna mag-entertain sa kanila while chine-check ko.
Okay, so while we're checking who won, for the first question, right, Lizette?
Second na to.
Second na?
Yes. May nanalo
so we have a winner already for the first?
Yes. Nalimutan ko na tuloy kung sino yung winner.
I think hindi pa ata siya binanggit. Who's the winner for
Binanggit ko
the
na. Si Madam Christine Loreto from
okay.
Scope Tech.
Okay, so please remember on this coming November, we will be having our third tech session. Okay, so tutok lang kayo doon sa mga ipapadala namin sa inyo mga messages, okay, sa Twitter, okay, sa Viber, sa Facebook, okay, even sa Facebook ni Tip Geeks, no? And for those who want to watch, no, yung video, I think available pa rin yung video sa website ni Tips Geek.
Oh yeah, for the first session.
Okay, so you can still watch yung video natin. And we're hoping that for our third and up to our sixth tech session, you'll be still joining us and ask more questions. Okay, so and we hope that we can also answer your question. If we cannot answer your question right away, no, so we will be sending an email contacting you or sending you reading materials regarding your questions.
Okay, meron ka lang kaming konting technical difficulties but we have the winner. So our winner is coming from an end user. The answer is his answer is Eaton, hashtag Eaton Philippines, hashtag switch on to Eaton, hashtag skin aesthetics by MD. So it's coming from an end user. Congratulations, MD Romero. Gigabit network card and industrial gateway card.
Okay, congratulations.
Congratulations. So meron kasi mga answers yung ano natin, distributors and tier 1s also.
Okay. Pero hindi sila?
Oo. Okay, so let's move on to raffle. Raffle draw.
Okay, yan na.
We have pre-drawn. We have pre-drawn 10 winners who will be receiving 10 body bags. Yung body bags kasi it's like a utility bag, parang 3-in-1, sling bag, body bag, belt bag all together. So we have pre-drawn. Asa na ba yung listahan natin? Nakita
Bakit
mo
nga
ba?
pala tayo
Pre-draw?
Bakit tayo nag-pre-draw? Oo. Explain natin.
Okay. Bakit tayo nag-pre-draw? Kasi ang tagal, nagkakaroon ng lag and we don't want them to wait just for the madami to consolation prize. We will do an actual roulette. An actual roulette later for the two winners of home purifier and alcohol auto dispenser. So let's announce the winner. Ito yung mga pre-drawn. So Markian Francisco from IT Depot, Hannah Alerta from Pastels, Amria Myra Joy MRJY from AV Tech, Manilyn Ali Katubig from SLID, Joseph Dimaano from PC One Computer, John Jeremy Shelo, Prolog Computer Center, Joanna De Orgia Epro Insights Back Office. Ay, kulang pa. 7 pa lang siya. Wait lang po. So, 7. So, Don Miguel Evasco Floralde Microface, Kelly Dalanon Meridian IT Corporation, and Carl from Spark Test. So do we have 10? I think we have 10. Okay, let's congratulations to the winners. Please reach out to Tips Gigs Tips Gigs. Please reach out to all our winners. Please show the wheel. Please show the wheel. So while we're showing the wheel,
the wheel of the wheel, the winner from last, the winner from last session was Wendell J, Reynan, Palang Maida, April Joy, Blessy Hernandez, Jeff, Minella, Dominic, Norman, Janelle, and then Erickson, Carlos, Rogelio De La Rosa, Wendell, ayan, may address na. Christine Dasig, Sir Anthony, napakalayo. Ay, Project 4, in fairness naman, sir. Ay, hindi talagang Davao. Cortez Rondi, Lori, Jeffrey, Lunas Quejas, April, Cecil, Mark, and Nikki. We'll get in touch with you again. We have your shipping addresses already. Please expect deliveries within the next few days. Even for this second session, please expect delivery in the next few days. Okay, so let's spin the wheel for an alcohol auto dispenser. Wala ba tayong picture niyan?
Ito. mine po. Wala eh. Are we spinning?
Yan.
Would we know kung anong company si Madam Priscilla? So we have a winner.
So mag-message lang siya.
Congratulations to Ma'am Priscilla Soberano. Wait nga. Hindi ko makita eh. Congratulations. And next, please spin for our, this one is big. It's a home purifier for a small room.
Yan na.
We have a winner from what company, Sir June? June Gahelonia. Diyos ko, baka isa itong galing sa all the way from
Davao.
Oh my gosh, all the way from Davao.
Yes.
Pakikuha na lang po sa compact.
June, pumunta ka raw sa Manila to pick up your prize.
Come over. Okay, congratulations, June, for winning the home purifier, and Priscilla June from Compact, Priscilla from Lenotech. So I think that ends our session 2 bot.
Okay.
Do you have your final message before we end the session?
Yun lang uli. I want to thank everyone who joined us this afternoon in this live FB tech session with Eaton. And don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon para ma-notify kayo pag meron uli kaming upcoming events.
Ang social. I like that.
Yes.
Yes. So once again, let me remind you, our next sessions will be on November 10. Medyo may gap tayo. November 10, always a Tuesday and 3 p.m. That will be Intelligent Power Management for SMB. Our speaker there is our one of our debonaires, Gary Haravata. Talaga nagpe-prepare na siya ngayon pa lang, nag-workout and all para sa session na to.
Yes.
And the next session, so please come and see him live talking about single phase and all the accessories that comes with it. We also would like to announce that the 4th session will be power quality solution for mission critical. That our guest speaker is our ever beautiful Veronica Alapide. She'll be discussing together with Bobot 3-phase. That will be November 17, a week after single phase, every Tuesdays and 3 p.m. Then on the 5th session, we'll be on November 24. We will have 3 sessions this November. That's innovative Eaton UPS technologies and software.
Yeah.
Right? Software is included, right? And then
yes.
The last would be anchoring on our usual hashtag, which is We Make What Matters Work. That will be 1st of December, Tuesdays, 3 p.m. So thank you for joining us. Congratulations to all the winners, and Tips Geeks for hosting us again for our 2nd session. Once again, this is Lizette Galvez for session 2. We make trusted connections work. Goodbye. See you again.
Thank you.
Hi, Caleb.